Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Estancia Lapacho map with me, and it's Christmas Day. It is actually Christmas Day as I record this. And I'm really excited because Santa's been and he's bought Daddy some new toys. There's our old pickup truck. Our real old, battered, knackered, beat up. He's given me a new one. Santa's brought me a new truck. Look, he's got my face on it. He's got my face. He's got my picture on it. Oh, it's some magic. Oh, it's so nice. Look at that. Leather seats and everything. And oh, this. Oh, it's so nice to have a new truck, and it's got beacons on it, and it's got fancy lights, and oh, it's got chrome wheels. Look, chrome alloys. Oh, I'm probably going to now sell the old truck. I'll be quite honest. Look, there's room in the back for passengers. Not that I have any, because I have no friends or family. Maybe the back's a little bit on the small side, but hey ho, we're probably not going to be transporting a great deal in it. But for running around and general stuff and things, a magical truck. And that's not all Santa brought me. Santa brought me something else too. He brought me this little thing over here, look. Mahindra. But it's got 6 wheels. And they're double wide. And it's got a long box trailer. Oh man. You know what? I'm going to take this for a spin. Look at me in my new truck. And you know what's great about it? It tips. Oh, hallelujah. Right, Big Bud 747 is out there. I think he's supposed to be sowing the field. I have done my field as well. Look, the new field. It's ploughed. It's not quite seeded yet. I have sown quite a bit of grass on it, and then I've kind of been round doing. It's not quite perfect. Look, there's some dodgy edges on it, so I need to get the roller out again. Come back round. I don't know whether it's because of the contours and stuff like that, but it's definitely something I've kind of got to fix. But yes, we've got a field, a new field. I've made it myself. Still got this hump here because obviously haven't bought field 29 yet. Field 3, that's been sowed, so best not drive on it. Then we've got obviously field 6 over here, which is going to have some stuff planted on it. Field 2, which has been seeded. And field 1 has been seeded. And I think it's been seeded with sugar beet. I'm sure it was seeded with sugar beet. I'll have to check. Sugar beet, yes it is. Right, Big Bud. You're going to now plant some canola. So yes, we've got sugar beet, which means I'm going to have to buy a new harvester at some point in time. This field has been ploughed. I think it's been lined since the last episode. Yes, it's not been cultivated though. Shouldn't be an issue. Shouldn't be an issue. Get the Big Bud underway. He'll have fun. So yeah, we've been doing quite a bit since the harvest day. Obviously we made quite a bit of money. which is nice. Our last harvest has put us back in good financial shape, and things are looking good. Things are looking very good. Not bought any more land yet. Expanded the farm any further. I have just been tidying up a few things around the farm. I did what I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I actually ended up terraforming and getting rid of the fence, and just making this into like a sloped area leading down to my shed. And then I've put the fill stations over here. It's a bit different. They're out of the way a bit more. Still got the chickens and the horses. Oh, that's not a terrible thing. I've managed to get some grass on here as well. You'll notice we got some grass around the horses. I've kind of been tidying up this area a bit because it was looking a bit bland. It was looking a bit like this, a bit flat and textureless. Planted some palm trees as well, although you can't see them now because they're too tall. Massive palm trees. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. Right. And we've got to put some... I will eventually get around to putting grass back on here as well, around this chicken pen. I have got grass all on here and along the slope and all up here, so it all looks proper. Hey! And as I say, we've got this little utility vehicle. Now, let's have a look at the animals quickly, because I want to test something. Right, you need some wheat and barley. They don't really need a lot, but wheat and barley is something I'm sure we can get. We can probably put it in this, I think. Let's go and have a look. This could be useful for the animal situation. So drive under here, like so. Litres of wheat, which is a big increase from the standard Mahindra or Gator. The long box version is fantastic. I do like it, and like I say, the fact that you can tip it, even better. So I should be able to come in here, and I should be able to just back this baby up and go. Eat! Eat chickens! There we go. And they ate it all up. These chickens are well looked after. That look, plenty. We're up to 152 chickens, by the way, which means I have actually, whilst I was doing my field tweaking and grass planting and stuff like that, I have got the achievement for breeding 100 chickens now in game. That's right, kids, I've got 100 chickens. Honestly, it's amazing. And the horses will be next. They're getting there. They're getting close to being sold, look. They're up to 75% and they're worth 376,250 quid altogether. Now, as well, and something I wanted to check, animal transport. I don't know if this will work. I don't think it does. Sadly. Broken now. I tried to edit Stevie's Wilson trailer to see if I could have it carry horses, and it doesn't work because the big Master Western thing only carries 2 horses at a time. So kind of wanted a quick. Ideally, I would like to sell the animals without incurring the fee of the transporting fee. So taking them to the barn myself, selling them would be nice. It would be my preferred option, but not at the cost that I'm only going to be able to transfer 2 at a time. So, and like I say, that trailer is 16 grand, so that's effectively a horse. It's a shame that that doesn't work. I'll have to edit that back because it's kind of bugged out the game at this point, I think. Meant to compare with nil number. Yeah. Okay. There's some error in there. Like I say, I've got my palms. Look, my palms. I planted my palms. Can I chop them down? Oh, I could chop the palm trees down if I ever get short on cash. Anyway, that's it. That's really. Oh no. No, I remembered. I want to get that roller out, don't I? Yes, nays. Getting a roller because I want to try and fix that field as much as I can before the grass grows. Chickens are cock-a-doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle. We've got 2 pallets of herbicide there. Right, Mr. Fent, you'll do. I wish I could see through the walls. So, yeah, I've kind of done with the farm area as such. There was a couple of things I was thinking about doing, and one of them involved actually getting rid of that shed altogether, selling it, doing away with that old shed, that battered old shed, and investing in some new sheds. I wasn't too sure whether to put the sheds over where I've got the grain silo, move my vehicle sheds to that area of land near the grain silo, put them over there, out the way, and then that area where the shed is now, actually putting another animal pen on there of some description. Maybe some more horses. I think that's got a straight edge on it this time. This field's I kind of need to make it wider, so there are some more trees that are going to have to come out in time. Most definitely. But I'm waiting for an update for that Brooks mod, the one I used for the tree chopping, the wood chipping of all the palm trees that were on this area previously, because the author is going to make it so it can actually cut the trees, grind the stumps, and then wood chip the actual tree. So it'll be like a 3-in-1 multi-tool, which will be fantastic. It will allow me to absolutely, like I say, clear that area all the way down to the store. Right, that should do. That's got a nice straight edge on the field now. Like I say, this tree here's got to go, and then I could make. And like I say, once I clear out a few more, I can begin to expand the field lengthways, which is probably going to be the best way of working it because of the road down there and that embankment. I think I'm going to have some issues turning around tractors and stuff, and while we've got this crazy hump business going on here, I don't really want the vehicles working north to south, so I think they'll be better off working east to west, and then they can come up here and turn around. And excuse me, I'm sneezing like hell now. I've had my Christmas dinner and I can't stop sneezing since I've had it. I've been allergic to something in me food. So yeah, this field's been done. I think I've got wheat planted on that one. I have taken another strip off here, off this field, because again the big bud crossed onto this field when he was seeding that one, and I don't want that. Don't want that to happen going forward. In fact, I hope I fixed that. I should have done. Yes, I have. And I also, with this roller, put another, took another strip off this side of the field as well. So again, just put a bit more of a gap between field 1 and 2. It's not massive. I could probably do a bit more. But actually, while I'm here and I've got it, I will do. I want to cut down the AI workers from just doing whatever it freaking they want to do, doing their own thing basically. I want them to recognise the fields as being separate fields, you know. And if I can convince them that this is not this is not for them to be driving across, this is an actual border and they're supposed to stop here, that'd be great. Apart from that, not a lot of updates to give you since the last video, which as of recording this one I have yet to edit and render. I think I've done episode 31 today. Christmas. I started my Christmas Day morning editing and rendering video 31. Hey, the joys of being a YouTuber, eh? You don't get a day off on Christmas when you're trying to make, you know, a channel for yourself and get yourself established, and you know you're doing this fantastic Farming Simulator 19 Let's Play, probably the best one on YouTube, even if I say so myself. And I think the harvest video and everything, that will be episode 32. But of course, I've got to edit all that down, basically. That's a massive video again, a bit like episode 30 was until I edited all that down. So yeah. Not a lot going on. There are a few new mods. If you look up in the top right hand corner, you'll notice I can fine adjust the time now, and I can actually look at that lot. Hey, what's going on? It's raining. How is it raining in this map? This map is supposed to be like, you know, South America where it's always sunny. It's not supposed to rain. Yeah, and it's Christmas. It's not supposed to rain at Christmas. If it snowed, I could accept snow, maybe. But, why? Crikey, George, John, Michael, Harley, Steve. I don't want rain. And the big bud seed in the rain. I know you can't harvest if it's raining, so it's a good thing. And I could have completely tabbed across to this, I realise, instead of running, which takes even longer to do. But yeah, he's doing a good job, and so far it looks like he's been seeding every bit. He's not missed any bits. So my my ploughing this with Create Fields means that I think we've fixed this. So the guy actually does like seed the field properly. He didn't seed this field properly though. He ran into a bit of a problem with this field somewhere down here. He completely missed a bit. So I had to go back and do it. And I don't know why he missed a great big strip. And again, he sort of started and then he kind of stopped and then he travelled a bit. Then he restarted and then he stopped again, travelled a bit. And then he started again and carried on. So he left like 2 bits in the same row where he hadn't seeded. And I don't know why he did that. Because I'm pretty sure I ploughed this field using the create field option. Because I extended it this way a bit more. Yeah, I have re-extended it out to the side. And down here, when we get there, running, working off my Christmas lunch. Instead of having that great big diagonally slanty bit, I actually carried on ploughing it completely straight down here, look. And then we've just got this tiny sort of diagonally bit now. It's not as bad as it was, because it went like from like here somewhere, I think, like way over there. And it was, so this field is going to yield a bit more now, which will be nice for me. Where's Big Bud? And he has finished. Good on you, Bud, Big Bud. He sowed his canola. So we've got canola, we've got soybeans, we've got wheat and oats, because obviously I want to get the grain silo finished. I need another 10 grand of wheat to fill the silo, and I need another 36,000 litres of oats to fill the silo. And then I'm growing sugar beet for the first time, although that doesn't look like it's very profitable. Sugar cane is something I'm not going to do ever, because I actually did a live stream on Christmas Eve. I spent the whole of Christmas Eve live streaming on Twitch, playing on the American Outback map, and I actually planted a field of sugar cane for the first time. I thought I'll give it a go, I'll test it out, see what sugar cane farming involves. And quite frankly, I absolutely hated it. I found the harvesting of sugar cane to be the most frustrating thing in the world. And I'll tell you why. There's a couple of ways you can do it. Firstly, you can buy this fantastic machine, which only has a 2-metre working width. So if you've ever have sowed a huge field, it's going to take absolutely forever to harvest the sugar cane. Also, this fancy machine, right, I did buy it with the trailer hitch on the back, thinking to myself, okay, it doesn't have an internal tank. So as it cuts the sugar cane, it chucks it out the pipe on the back. Right, the sugar cane comes up that pipe and out the back. So you're going to need to drag a trailer behind it to fill up. The problem with that is, if you go to trailers, the only trailers it can connect to are that one, which has that dodgy front axle and absolutely zero capacity. It can connect to that one, which has, again, the dodgy front axle system that I hate, and hardly any capacity, and that's it. All the other trailers are require PTOs and stuff to power them, which that harvester doesn't have. So you can't use any of these, right? You could use that one, but again, it's only got 4,000 capacity. You can increase it to 12, but it's going to get full in seconds doing a sugarcane harvest. So then I thought to myself, well, okay, maybe you need to use an auger wagon, right? And you need to tow an auger wagon behind you, which can then offload into another trailer. Fortunately not. None of the auger wagons can use sugarcane, can be sugarcaned, and also they require PTOs and stuff, so again, you can't attach them to the harvester. Then I thought to myself, well, okay, maybe I need a loading wagon. And unfortunately, loading wagons don't pick up sugarcane. And again, even if they did, you couldn't attach one to the harvester because they require a PTO. So then it's a case of, okay, well, let's have a look in the sugarcane thing then. And then they give you all these, like, trailer things. Well, these only attach directly to that thing, which goes on a tractor and is towed behind, and they have absolutely pathetic capacity. And also, they're an absolute nightmare to try and tip these things into another trailer next to them because they're offset. They get very badly offset because you have the harvester in front of it, and then the tractor's actually to the left. The harvester's offset to the tractor. So as you try to drive alongside this thing to lift it up and tip it, your trailer that you want to tip into gets stuck because the tractor or truck pulling it collides with the tractor directly in front of it. And then this thing just ends up tipping the sugarcane all over the floor. So they were useless. This one has got the right attachment to go on the sugarcane harvester. However, because of the size of the trailer and how tall it is, when you reverse the harvester up to it to connect, the pipe on the back actually hits the trailer and lifts up the harvester. So then you can't drive the harvester and steer it when it's connected to the trailer. So you can't pull that behind the harvester. That requires a semi-truck. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe we need a dolly. And you can't connect that to the harvester to extend it. So then I thought, maybe we need the trailed lifter. Can't connect that to the harvester either. So it's like, okay. So I tried it a couple of ways. I then tried getting a tractor and towing that cutter on the back with one of these trailers attached to it. And that's a nightmare because that only has a 1 metre working width. So now your field sowed with sugarcane is going to take twice as long to harvest. And then you got the problem with the fact that these trailers can't hold anything and you can't unload them into another trailer. So then I thought, okay, maybe back to the harvester, and the pipe should pivot about. It should search for, a bit like a forage harvester, find the trailer and unload into it. Well, then I discovered another issue. Basically, if you have any big trailers like the Distinction, Pace Setter, that sort of thing, it won't unload into them. As soon as you drive the trailer anywhere near the pipe, it actually moves away from the trailer, not towards it, so it won't unload. I ended up being able to unload into, I think, one of these. You can unload into a normal trailer towed by a tractor, but it's such a pain in the bum because you've got to drive that whilst a worker drives the harvester then. And then you get the problem where at the end of the field, when it reaches the end of its row that's been harvesting, the worker just seems to have a massive issue. It kind of stops and then it kind of drives a bit and it stops and it reverses, and it's like, just drive past the end of the field, mate. Complete the harvest, unload into the trailer, then turn around and do your next rope. No, it was absolutely faffing about. So after doing about 2 or 3 rows harvesting this field on the American Outback map and harvesting about 100,000 litres of sugarcane, I decided I was done sugarcane farming. I stopped. I sold the harvester, I sold the trailers, I sold everything to do with sugarcane, and then I went and got the biggest plough I could find and ploughed the rest of the field rest of the sugarcane back into the field. I was like, I'm done. I am done. Stick a fork in me. I am done. Like the Christmas turkey, I'm done. No, so anybody hoping to see me do sugarcane harvesting on this Let's Play series, it ain't never going to happen. Sugarcane is one thing that I will not be doing on this. I will, however, reconsider now doing cotton, because originally I thought cotton harvesting was going to be the biggest faff in the game, and because it wasn't worth a lot. But obviously since the last update from Giants, cotton is now actually worth quite a bit of money, £2,450 per 1,000 litres. So I might invest in cotton harvesting, I think, going forward. And I've also discovered that I was wrong, and that a tractor will actually use the contents of this sprayer in conjunction with this harvest sprayer. Even though it doesn't advertise it on the page, it does actually empty the additional tank. I thought I was wrong in the previous videos, but again, from playing on the American Outback on Christmas Eve, doing a all-day stream, I realised it does actually empty the additional tank. So yeah, there's just a few things I was thinking of doing going forward, because like I say, we're making money now. We're going to be rich. And like I say, I was thinking of maybe putting vehicle sheds on here, making this my vehicle yard down here, as we're near the grain silo anyway. And then I was going to sell that shed and replace it with maybe pig pen, cow pen, maybe another horse pen. I didn't really know. And then, like I say, keep the animals then front and centre in this area. It's something we could probably come back to, but I got this bit done. This bit was done. Like I said, I did remember to get the stump grinder out as well and take out all the stumps that I'd left in this area. So I'm hoping the next time... Well, actually, no. He's already done it. Because obviously he's sowed this field and he hasn't missed bits. The next test will be when we get to do the fertilising at the fertilising at the first growth stage. See if the fertiliser drives past the end of the field now. Hope, as I say, I think that's the fix. I think I've got a floating tree there. Pretend you never saw that. The problems of terraforming. So yeah, I fixed this area up a bit nicer. Done that. Like I say, I got rid of the concrete that was around this thing. Our wishing well, which apparently you can't get water out of because it's filled with concrete. Been a health and safety thing to stop people falling down there. Got rid of the concrete in front of our workshop and just left the base under the workshop. There's a bit there I've got to tidy up, which I'll do at some point. I think I've talked about this before though. I'm sure I have on a previous video. But yeah, so it's just a quick Christmas Day update video really. Obviously I can't do a great deal because we've only just planted everything. And And I don't want to subject you to grass harvesting, because we've not long done that. We did an episode of that fairly recently, didn't we? Field 29's got canola on it now. It would be 834,000 to buy that field. That would be 487,000. You're looking at actually 490, 490, 890, 906, about 963 grand to buy both of those fields, or 834,000 to buy that one. And then I could actually terraform that stupid hump out, couldn't I? Of the field. Got canola on it. Which would then be something. You know what? I'm buying that. I'm buying that for 834 grand. Christmas only comes but once a year. Stayer's got Amazoni on it. We'll take the Fendt. I'll have a drive over to field 29. There we go, that's my birthday present to myself, field 20. Not my birthday present, what am I talking about? It's not my birthday till April. My Christmas present to myself then. Bought field 29. Happy farming. Happy farming indeed. Hey look, we've got working windscreen wipers. I've never noticed that before because it's never rained before on this map. So officially, now that I own field 29, I should be able to terraform this. In a bit of the old... Right, start back here. Let's do some terraform and this will spend the rest of our money. All the way along here, flattening this out a bit more. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! I've kind of broke field, the bottom of field, I'm just destroying the field now. Oh, God. Oh, no. No. Not. Why is this thing so bad at going in a straight line? Oh, it's done it again, look. People are going to be screaming at me going, what are you doing? You're wrecking the field, man. Oh, I'm wrecking the field. much. And I appreciate the fact that I can't put that's going to need rolling along there. Son of a bitch. I've absolutely screwed this field up now. Oh, there's a chunk, great big chunk out of it there. God Lord. Good Lord. But we fixed the hump issue. Well, at least that's the main thing. We have got a road back in. But let's go get the roller. Again, I've only just put the flipping thing back. Let me go get the roller. Let's put a proper edge on that field. Down that bottom end. Oh my good Lord. And then I'm going to get the little subsoiler, the 4 metre one, and tidy up the bottom of that field. Because I've made a mess of it. Kids. I've broke it. Broke the field. Can't see. Camera. Sun's coming out, but it's still raining. Does that mean the horses thing will just refill naturally now then? And I won't need to do it? That'd be nice. We'll go all the way down the bottom. This has got some wonky terrain in it, look. That's got a bit of a hill. Alright, let's start over here. Next to the rain silo. Best get off the tracks, because I don't have... I've switched off the... being able to tab to the train. Hello, Canoa, you've sprung in quick. Put an edge on there. Now I've got the field. There's another edge I want to do as well. Sorry. Sorry everybody. But rules is rules. Gotta have a headland. Gotta have a bit of no man's land, haven't we? On every one of our fields, so I'm gonna do a bit down here, because otherwise what will happen is when you start trying to work this field, your vehicles start driving all over the train tracks. That's never a good thing. You don't want your vehicles on a collision course with the train if you can help it. As I say, this field tends to be a bit of a pain to harvest anyway. As well as cultivate, seed, fertilise. Basically, I bought this field and I hate it. I only bought it because I wanted to get rid of that, do that bit of terraforming. Do you know what? Did I keep the receipt? I might sell the field back. I might sell the field back now. Change my mind, woman. Don't want to buy your stupid field. Hey, your field's wonky, woman, anyway, look. mean, it wouldn't be Christmas if you didn't return the gifts, would it? If you didn't return half your gifts, so... Yeah, I can actually sell the field back to the woman, and then it's not my problem anymore. Is it? I've done what I wanted to do, which was terraform it. Get rid of that hump. I could get me 800 grand back. That's a plan. I'm seriously considering. I know it's not technically field flipping because I haven't actually harvested and sold the crop, have I? So it's not like I'm stealing the woman's crop. She's still got a crop. She can have a crop back. I've just managed to do what I wanted to do, which was get rid of the ridiculous hump in that path. Sort out a few other bits and pieces to do with... Actually, if I'm going to sell her the field back, I might as well finish me terraforming bits. Hello, train. Choo choo choo. That might end up being the video screenshot. Driven down here, right, let's go all the way over here. So yeah, I suppose technically I could sell her the field back and keep the 800 grand, because realistically I'm gonna need that money to buy the sugar beet harvester, and also because I just don't like what I've done to that poor woman's field. I'm sorry, lady. Do this bit as well, look, while we're here. Get this bit off here, and then that'll give me a bit of space between this field and field 3, and this field and field 4, 5 and 6. Right, this is the bit where it usually gets a bit temperamental. I don't think the worker can do this bit. I think I'm going to have to do it myself. I've got a feeling the worker doesn't like doing diagonal bits. I think I've got to do this. Just takes that little bit of an edge off where we sometimes get a bit of overlap, don't we? In fact, actually I could probably go a bit steeper on that now. That will do. We'll take another strip off the field, and then I will sell it back to her. Such a bad person. I'm like the Grinch. Done what I needed to do. Never know, she might actually replough the field properly for me. Fix the bit that I messed up. Right, let's take another bit off there as well, that diagonal, if I can remember. Back him up. Presto. Job's a good one. So we've put a new bit of a header on there. So it shouldn't interfere with us anymore when we're farming our own fields. Chopped a good bit off here. We've chopped a bit off there. Actually, do you know what? Rather than... I know this sounds a bit silly, but I could fix this field so much easier just by doing this. Back him up. Right, set a worker. The bits where I've kind of messed up anyway, and then just plough him along. Look, do. And then he'll fix the field for me, and then like I say, I can just sell it back to her. We could probably get rid of that stupid grassy bit in the middle. Move that and make it just a dirt track down here. I might even put gravel on it for a change, a bit of gravel or something, as it's a bit of a main thoroughfare down to the shop. Yeah, your field lady has gotten smaller. And I am going to sell it back to her. I'm devious like that. It's not field flipping technically, because I haven't stolen the crop. She's welcome to it. She can keep her crop. Her canola. Right, kids. Let me just do that, look. Drive across there like so. Go into the old map. And we sold the land and we get all our money back. And she's got a smaller field. Oh, why didn't I think of that earlier? Instead of living with that stupid hump all that time. Oh look, we've got crops. We've got crops growing. You know what that means? We've got to get the old fertiliser going. I think. And indeed, we haven't got any two-stage fertiliser. But what I'll do is get some solid fert down. And the rain will help wash that in as well. Won't it? Which will be nice. I don't know how long it plans to rain for. Still can't see. Mr. Mower Shed. Right, you. Because you're actually parked perfectly in front of our Bradle. Oh, I haven't finished sowing everything on that field, actually. Just realised. On our new field, I haven't finished actually deciding what crop we're going to plant on it. Maybe canola, just to annoy that woman. That farmer. Who's now had her field back. Wow, this tractor is so slow. I forgot how slow this tractor is. La, 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 la. But there we go. That's Christmas Day video for you. got two wonderful gifts off Santa. Treated myself to an item, then changed my mind a few hours later, and was quite happy I kept the receipt and took it back and exchanged it. Could you get more Christmas? And there's the train, look, still doing its train bit. We'll hire our worker, because, you know, these little South Americans, they don't get Christmas off. Oh no, they can't afford it. If they want to get out of their favelas, they're going to have to put in some shifts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank you to everybody, not just for watching the video, not just for hitting the like button on the video, not just for leaving your comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, etc. in the section below this video, and not just for smashing that subscribe button if you're not already doing so, but I want to thank you everybody who has shown support to me and this channel throughout 2018 and helped me to continue to grow this channel. We are nearly at 400 subscribers. I've gained nearly 100 this year, which is pretty impressive because my channel has grown very slowly and steadily. You know, I would love to be one of those YouTubers that gains thousands of subscribers every year, sometimes even every month, or even every week, or every day. But I'm not. But I'm happy with what I do here on YouTube. I'm happy with the content I produce. So I'm happy with the subscribers that I have and the ones that are, you know, arriving slowly and steadily as time goes on. I thank you all. I hope you all have had a nice Christmas. I hope you all have a very happy New Year. And I will see you again soon with some more Farming Simulator content. Goodbye.